Hey, welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. We sent our BBB Southern correspondent, Mr. Keith, to Ocean Grove RV Resort in St. Augustine, Florida. He'll give you a quick tour of the amenities at the park and the site, and he also did a little bit of work traveling around St. Augustine. Very convenient if you want to check out the historical sites and the fort at St. Augustine to stay at the Ocean Grove RV Resort. Let's check it out.
We're set up at Ocean Grove RV Resort in St. Augustine, Florida. We're sitting here in campsite C103. Turns out that this is one of our favorite sites, really just because it's kind of low-key, but it still has a decent pool. Bar and restaurant connected to it. It's pretty close to doing all the fun things in downtown St. Augustine. And so let's take a look around. I wanted a site when I chose C103. It was because I figured if I needed to use the satellite dish, I could have a clear view of the southern sky from this site. Turns out that's pretty true. South is facing this way, and so it would have worked out. We really didn't end up needing to use the Starlink at all. There's a decent Wi-Fi here, and we ended up kind of tootling around more than sitting and watching anything. A little cloudy today. It's been sunny and about 70 or 75 the last 2 days, and this is but late October, so for you folks in the north that are now experiencing temperatures in the 40s and low 50s, yeah, we're still in the 70s down here. So for at least my site, when I was talking about the pull through, like we ended up coming down this little road and then hooking a left and pulling straight into our campsite across this grass, which the guard check guy said was fine to do. In fact, he suggested it. So we got the e-bikes chained to the back where we charge them. And then our setup, don't have the awning out. I guess it's probably worth mentioning that I did my first damage to the camper. There is a large rock in my driveway, and it sits just higher than the bottom of the camper, and I decided to try and pull through it instead of around it. Luckily, all this damage is just that little mini rock guard, and it's all superficial. There's nothing that actually hurt the camper, so I'm hoping I might be able to pull that off and kind of pound it straight and then put it back on. But yeah, that was pulling out of the driveway to get here. Super not happy when we did it, because 100% my fault for not paying enough attention. Other than that, easy setup here. That it's brick rather than paved, but it's level and kind of easy to set up on. Like I said earlier, here's the 3 different circuits, and then sewer is really convenient, just kind of right next to where we're at. Freshwater hookup. And then each of them do have a little grill, like that's the grill for the next door neighbors, but our grill is right here. Didn't end up using it, but it is available for folks that wanted to charcoal, and then our signs sit out there. It does look like they have a cable, or maybe had cable hookups. We just have never used them. There is a connector there. So I'm kind of walking around the, I guess what would be like the perimeter loop And we're heading down to where the kayak launch and the boat launch is. Really neat area here to kayak through the marshlands. And it just gives you kind of a view of the different both sites and cabins or small homes that you can rent here. And then there's kind of an equal mix of back-in sites, like the one to my left. These are, I think, a little more premium because they butt up against the marsh. There's also, you know, a lot of pull-through sites. Technically, the site we were in, C103, is a back-in site, but if you come down the other road, they let you drive across the grass to make it a pull-in site, which made it a lot easier since we got here Thursday night when it was pretty dark out. And so instead of having to kind of fling the thing around and back it in, I could just pull through. So really a pull-through site at the price of the back-in sites. And then I think there's also a number of permanent residents here. So I think it's kind of both a transient campsite or transient RV park, as well as a park for permanent residents, to the point where I think people can buy little places here in the land. See some of the pull-through sites here, 30, 50, and 20 amp power for it, and sewer hookups as well. So, you know, full service or full hookup sites everywhere in the park. And then I think the letters, like E126, I think the letters are related to the road you're on, and then they just sequentially number them. So it's also a very pet-friendly RV park. Lots of dog disposal baggies and the little trash cans that go with it. So this is the boat launch. There's a little fishing dock here too. A lot of, I think, redfish up in the marsh that folks are trying to fish for. We didn't bring the kayaks, but it absolutely looks like it would be a beautiful place to kind of kayak around. And you can see the other dock on the other side. Up in front of me is the front of the camp, where you can see the kids park, and so we'll take a walk up there and then look at the pool and the little restaurant they have. Overall, it's really well set up. The restaurant connects to the pool. There's a bar on the pool side. There's a hot tub in the pool, or in the pool area. And then the restaurant has decent food and several beers on tap, a few local ones, and then a full service bar as well. So here's the small play area. This is right outside the pool. Just behind it, you can see the sort of covered pavilion area. They have, you know, a live band in there. I think on Fridays and Saturdays. And then beyond that's the pool, and the hot tub is kind of over behind the left-hand side of this building. And then the restaurant is in the right, so we'll take a walk around there. So this is the pool area. It's really nicely set up. Back over there is the hot tub. It was never really busy when we came in here. Always able to get seats and just hang out by the pool. The Funkadelic Food Snack is actually the bar and grill, and you can see the kind of poolside bar stools here, and then inside there are restaurant tables as well. And so really a nice setup to just kind of come and relax. I know Kat came up here last night and hung out in the hot tub. And then I think the day before or earlier in the day, we had been up here just kind of hanging by the pool. This little pavilion area is where they set up the band, usually sort of on that side, and then there's a little throughway that goes right into the restaurant from back here. And then some restrooms in the back of this. We'll walk by the laundry room. So inside the little laundry facility, I have a change machine, lots of washers, and then dryers on both back walls. There's like a divider and folding tables. So yeah, clean, nice. Looks like a few laundry carts and some books to read while you're sitting here waiting. So across from the pool and restaurant is where the camp store is. This guard shack is manned in the evening, I think, until 10 or 11. But there is late check-in. Like I said, we got here pretty late. I think we got here right around 9. And so all of our, you can see the late check-in sign. And then all of our information was sitting in an envelope that is like the mailbox folders on the left. And then this is the camp store. It's not a big camp store at all. Hello.
Hey look, if you enjoyed this video or it helped you, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, helps us out a lot. Also ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Hey, thanks for watching.